अभी जो अभी देखो यहाँ खड़े हुए हो ना, तो आ रहा है चीज ना।
सर प्राइवेट की प्राइवेसी
रीड कर नहीं सर, वो स्टार्टिंग से पहले प्राइवेट चेंज करना पड़ता है सबके लिए।
जी
सभी प्राइवेट थोड़ा दो तो रहेगा। सब देखिए
हो गया जल्दी
इससे अलावा 1 घंटा
पर एक बार में एक ही आऊंगा। ये नहीं ये दूसरा उसका ऑफर है पर नहीं है। हाँ मुझे देखो सब कुछ नहीं होगा।
कर देते हैं।
माइक कहाँ गया?
टाइटल किसने डाला है? अरे सब कुछ और ना बैठने स्टार्ट हाँ
वो बाद में चेंज करता है अभी भी तो ये हो जाएगा जब अपलोड करेंगे ना
ये इसका जो चैनल का नाम है उसको चेंज कर दो।
वॉल्यूम और बढ़ाना तो बढ़ा लो अभी
बाय डिफॉल्ट हुआ ठीक है जो सही है चल रहा है
वो भी हो जाएगा
अच्छा ये वाला बैक दिखाओ है बंद नहीं होता ये वाला बंद कैसे करें बैटरी दिखाना पड़ेगा इसको फिर से करेंगे
डिसाइड करके देखा तुमने एक बार लैपटॉप में लग रखा है
बेटा को चाहिए इसको बेटा को स्पेंड कर लो अरे बेटा क्यों चाहिए भाई मेरे को वैसे तो ये राइट कनेक्ट रहेगा कहाँ से कनेक्ट करेगा वाईफाई से कनेक्ट रहता है सेम नेटवर्क इससे कनेक्टेड रहेगा ये वाईफाई से कनेक्टेड रहता है
हम ताली मारेंगे बाकी मारेंगे
हम मजा
बैठे
शुरुआत नहीं करेंगे
वो सामने वाला भी मैं कह रहा हूँ वाले से पास करवा दो
वही तो कह रहा है पास नहीं कराना सर बोलो निकलवा ला बेकार नहीं करना
तो अपने सर ये मुश्किल से निकलवा रहे थे तुम कहते को पता नहीं मुश्किल से निकाल के मैं कह रहा हूँ उनका काम रुका हुआ है बीच में
सर यहाँ
अभी आ रहा है
किया है आई इसको छूऊंगा
कर दे तो मैं पहले क्या था
स्केल पूरा सही दिखेगा म्यूजिक स्टूडियो में ये दिखेगा यहाँ तो पूरा एकदम लाइन दिखेगा ये तो डायरेक्ट इसको ला रहा है ना फिर इससे उसको जा रहा है अभी के दो फ्रेंड खाली करा
वो एक ही जना है बाकी तो सीट खाली रही ये चालू करो चालू है ऐप करके देखो नीचे तो बंद है वो वाला में तो नहीं था चालू कैमरा का है हाँ लेकिन अपने फोन से तुम दोनों एक बार अलग अलग मैं करूँगा ना तो है
काम तो चल
ठीक है ठीक है, एक से करो। नेट तो नहीं चाहिए ना? तो फोन दे दो, खींचते रहिए। हाँ
Good morning, respected registrars, deans, HODs, faculties, and students of IIIT Bhagalpur. It is our honor to introduce you a true trailblazer in the realm of education services. Please join us in welcoming Mr. Bhaskar Gandhavadi.
Mr. Bhaskar is not merely a leader, he is a visionary with over 3 decades of experience shaping the landscape of the Indian IT training and education industry. His journey is one of unwavering dedication, marked by a stellar track record of customer success, strategic innovation, and financial acumen. For 18 years, Mr. Bhaskar lent his expertise to Oracle, assuming various leadership roles that left an indelible mark on the company's trajectory. But his passion for empowering others led him beyond the corporate sphere, where he dedicated 4 years to serving the Telangana Academy for Skill and Knowledge. There, he collaborated closely with the government of Telangana to enhance the employability of engineering students, equipping them with the domain-specific skills necessary for success of the workforce. In the past 5 years, Mr. Bhaskar has spearheaded a transformative mission as the leader of a dynamic matrix organization within Servicenow, a global leader in digital workflow solutions. His focus extends beyond conventional boundaries, encompassing content portfolio enhancement, certificate support, and most importantly, the cultivation of a diverse, inclusive workforce. Mr. Bhaskar's charter is clear: to forge strategic partnerships with universities and state government skill development organizations, fostering a seamless transition for individuals seeking to enter the high-growth ServiceNow ecosystem. His efforts are not just about meeting demand, they are about paving the way for a new era of opportunity, where talent is nurtured and empowered to thrive. In the ever-evolving landscape of education and technology, Mr. Bhaskar stands as a beacon of innovation and progress. His tireless dedication to shaping the next generation of leaders serves as an inspiration for us all. Please join me once again in expressing our gratitude to the remarkable Mr. Bhaskar Gandhavadi. Now, I would like to request our respected Registrar Sir for providing us more information regarding this academic collaboration.
Now I would like to invite Gaurav sir for providing bouquet to Mr. Bhaskar Gandhavadi. Now I would like to invite Dheeraj sir for providing shawl to Mr. Bhaskar Gandhavadi. Now I would like to invite our respected Registrar sir for providing us more information regarding this academic collaboration.
Very good morning to dear students. Our director, Servicenow, Bhaskar Gandhavadi ji, all heads, associate teams. So today is the day which is very important for any academic institution. So whenever you join an institute, you think of working an organization, or you are you you have joined the path to become an engineer. So ultimate way is that you serve in a company, in an organization, industry, and you support your country, and you'll earn your livelihood. So when you study, many a times I have heard students saying that what we are studying in our curriculum is not that much helpful when we are going to have a job, or when we are working in industry. So the better way is that we include curriculum what is happening in the industry. So in that direction, so today we have incorporated Servicenow framework. So that will be of 3 months of training program. So that will lead to your path that will make you industry ready in certain sectors. So today is the great day. So I would like to congratulate Bhaskar sir for coming here. So yesterday was a hectic day for him due to the connectivity issue. So thank you that you come here. So now I will go for agreement exchange with Servicenow.
Now let's welcome this memorable academic exchange collaboration with a huge round of applause. We are thrilled to announce a momentous collaboration between IIIT Bhagalpur and Servicenow. This academic collaboration signifies a pivotal step towards fostering innovation, excellence, and industry relevance in education. Through this partnership, IIIT Bhagalpur will gain access to Servicenow's cutting-edge technologies and expertise, empowering students and faculty to thrive in today's digital age. Together, we are committed to nurturing talent, driving research, and shaping the future of technology. This academic collaboration not only strengthens our ties but also paves the way for transformative opportunities that will provide a positive impact for the entire IIIT Bhagalpur community and beyond. Before we proceed, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the Director of Servicenow, Mr. Bhaskar Gandhavadi, for his invaluable support and vision in making this collaboration possible. Your dedication in advancing education, empowering students is truly commendable. We are deeply grateful for this opportunity to partner with Servicenow and embark on this journey of innovation and growth together. Thank you for your unwavering commitment in shaping future of education and technology. Now let's come together for having a group photograph to make this event a memorable one. Before this group photograph, I would like to invite Director of Workforce Department of Servicenow, Mr. Bhaskar Gandhavdi, to enlighten us with his beautiful words.
I'll not do that. That would take a lot of time. No. Can I go ahead? Can I go ahead? With your permission. Morning, everyone. Dr. Gaurav Kumar, Dr. Dheeraj Sinha, Dr. Himadri Nayak, and the entire faculty, deans, associate deans of this prestigious institution, IIIT Bhagalpur. Thank you so much for inviting me. One of the person who actually reached out to me, I didn't know where IIIT Bhagalpur was. In fact, I didn't even know where Bhagalpur was on India map. So this gentleman, Saurav, called me up and said, I am from IIIT Bhagalpur and we would want to partner with Servicenow. That's fine. Okay, so one difference that I see when I interact with people, and this is what I've been doing for my life. This is my 36th year of working with university students. I always feel that God has given me an opportunity to be in this role, because in this role you actually impact lives. I don't know who you are, you don't know who I am, but I know that this program will help each of you to build your career, to become job ready, to get into a platform where you can start working on a specific domain technology. So I actually have a 1.5 hour kind of a presentation, but unfortunately this program or this event was supposed to be last evening around 6 o'clock is what we thought we would have. Sometime in my life when I write a book, I would write a chapter on this journey. I landed in Ranchi and then I was about to board the flight at around 12:15 or so. They said it is delayed for about 20 minutes. Indigo, if it says delayed, that's it, gone case. So then another 15 minutes later, they said this flight is rescheduled, it will depart at 2 p.m. I said, are you sure it will depart from Ranchi at 2 p.m. and where is this flight coming in from? And they said it's from Kolkata. So has the flight from Kolkata taken off? That's important, right? If it takes off only, then it will land out here. No, it is expected to take off at 2. So what do you mean, man? If it is expected to take off at 2, how would the flight depart? So the lady out there thought that, okay, this guy is little different from other passengers, let me tell him the truth. And then she said the flight is cancelled. Okay. And then I didn't know what to do. I called up Saurav sir and I said, sir, I got stuck out here. There is no way that I can reach. So then the Indigo airline said, we can give you a refund. And then the other alternate was to take a train. And then they said again, the train takes about 6 hours to reach the Devgarh, and then from Devgarh to this place is another 3 hours. And then the airline staff said, we will give you a cab. So I said, okay, give me a cab, I can travel. And then they said, there will be another 4 or 5 passengers in the cab. Anyway, so by the time I reached Devgarh, it was about 8:30 or so, and then another 3 hours journey to this place. So by the time I checked into the hotel, it was past midnight. I'm traveling back again now. My flight is at, the boarding starts at 1:15, so which means I need to leave by 9:30, 9:45 to reach the airport. So hence I'm not doing a detailed session, but I'll definitely, I promise that I would do a detailed session for all you people virtually. I'll work with Saurav sir and check out what is the date and time that you guys are free in terms of your academic schedule, and I'll do a detailed session. Give you complete details of what is this program all about. But today I'll give you some highlights as to what are we trying to do, who is Servicenow. How many of you have heard about Servicenow? That is why it is called as IIIT. So whenever I do these sessions and I ask this question, how many of you know about Servicenow? Not even one or two probably, So they do not know who Servicenow is, because Servicenow is not a platform or a technology that comes on the back of their mind. For a student, when they think of their career, they would want to see probably Apple or Microsoft or Oracle or Cisco or Salesforce or AWS. This is what it comes onto their mind, and not Servicenow. And I'm not too surprised that many of you have not heard about Servicenow. All of you would be graduating in 2025, right? Okay. And the plan that we had for you, couple of things that I would want to share. Gone are those days when organizations used to come to the campus and hire hundreds of students. Those days are gone. Okay. And the reason being, it's not because of recession in the US and jobs are getting laid off, or organizations are trying to cut down on their costs. That's not the reason. The reason is the technology is changing. Okay, any organization which gets into the campus today would ask, hey, do you have students on digital skills? Because that's exactly what the requirement is back in the organizations in the IT industry. And the good thing about India is 70% of the total IT workforce in the globe are in India. Whether people like it or not, whether countries like it or not, but that's a fact. And today we have something called global competency centers, or we call it as GCCs, and they are the things that are coming back. Now when you go back to Servicenow, then these are the things that I'll explain in detail as to why a student would want to do Servicenow. And I'm sure students at this part of your career, you already would have planned on a particular technology. Or somebody would want to become SAP consultant or an Oracle consultant. Somebody would want to take up a career on cryptography. Somebody would want to become a hacker, hacker. Somebody would want to take their career on AI/ML. Somebody wants to on big data. Somebody on data science, which is absolutely fine. And I get a lot of these questions saying that, sir, I'm doing my Python, I'm doing my web developer, or I'm doing my full stack developer. Would I be eligible for this program? Okay, those are the things that I would definitely cover. But today what I would want to share with you people is that Servicenow, not a very old organization, just about 18, 19 years old, 2004, 2005 they have started. There was a gentleman by name Fred Leddy who started this organization with a very innovative thought. He thought that if a mobile phone can do all the jobs that is required by an individual, all of you have mobile phones, right? Now from morning to evening, whatever work that you do, you are able to do with the device. Whether it is incoming call or an outgoing call or a video call or reading a book or playing a video or listening to music or doing any kind of e-commerce transaction as well. What I mean to say is that with that device, from morning to evening, you are able to get your day-to-day work. Correct? So this gentleman thought, if a mobile device is able to solve an individual's problem, why can't we develop an application or an app? Because today it's all about apps, right? Each of you would have at least 10 to 12 apps on your mobile phone. Why can't we develop an app which will basically help enterprise organizations to reduce their cost and improve productivity? It is basically a ticketing tool, a productivity tool. Okay? And I probably would say this, it would allow an employee to do the way they would want to work and not how the software dictates. That's the beauty of this platform. Okay, so any organization, you would have a lot of departments, right? So I'll give an example. What's your name? Kanchi. Akanksha. sorry. So if Akanksha joins ServiceNow, I'll tell her how to join ServiceNow. If Akanksha joins ServiceNow, on day one, she need to be given a laptop, she need to be given an access card, she need to be given a workstation, she need to be given an email ID. This is what any organization has to do to a new hire, correct? Now, for her to get a laptop, there is a lot of back-end activity that happens in the organization, which means the hiring manager will send out an email to the IT support guy saying that I have this many people who are joining today in my department and they need to be given a laptop. Depending on their work, it could be Mac laptop or a Windows laptop, correct? Now, the IT support guy, for him to release a laptop for Akanksha, he will go and get an approval from finance saying that, hey, we need to buy this many laptops because Vasquez organization, there are so many people who are joining. And the finance guy would go and submit a request to business saying that, hey, can you approve the budgets? So to get one laptop, there is so much of activity that happens behind the screen. What this organization has done is, this entire process that happens in an organization at the back end, they have automated it. I'm trying to give you a very layman example so that you understand what is this platform all about. They've automated it. Whether it is IT service management, IT operations management, IT business management, HRMS, security operations, whatever that happens in an organization at the back end, all that is automated through a digital workflow. That's all they have done. That's it. That's the innovative product. Every company started investing in this platform because they wanted to reduce the cost, improve the productivity. And then came in COVID. Okay. During COVID, one good thing that has happened, I know that it was a global health crisis, a lot of our near and dear ones, we have lost their lives and we got into major crisis. But one thing that has happened is, a lot of non-IT companies have started investing in IT because they didn't know what to do. They had to survive. I keep giving this example. There's a company called Sigma Foods in Bangalore. They manufacture cream biscuits. In my wildest dream, I wouldn't have thought, Sigma Foods will become ServiceNow customer. But during the COVID time, they didn't know what to do. They bought customer service management software of ServiceNow and automated their entire operations. Like that, there are so many companies who started, investing in IT and automating their entire operations. And then the demand for ServiceNow platform has gone up. Now, you know there are large system integrators in India, and most of the back-end IT work happens from India. Whether it is from TCS or Wipro or Capgemini or Accenture, HCL, EY, KPMG, Deloitte, each of these organizations, they do have ServiceNow practice. Okay, now their business started growing, the number of projects started growing, and then the problem statement came in. And the problem statement was, there was no talent that was available in the market for them to hire. Okay, that's the problem statement. And you all know that there are only two ways of hiring people, right? One is lateral hiring, second is campus hiring. Lateral hiring is somebody who is working in an organization, move from one organization to another organization. Which means the same body is moving. It is not that you're trying to produce talent in the market. And the second option was campus hiring. So there's a lot of pressure that I got on too when these companies started talking to me saying that, Bhaskar, we do have projects. Okay, we would want to work on this platform. We would want to develop applications on ServiceNow platform, but there is no talent in the market. What is that you guys are doing to develop this talent in the academia and in the universities? That was the problem statement. So in October 2022, we launched a global program called Rise Up with ServiceNow. You can Google it, you'll be able to see Rise Up with ServiceNow. And the charter of that program globally is to get 1 million people on ServiceNow platform by end of 2025. And you know that 30-35% of the total number has to come in from India because India is the global digital talent hub of the world. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Okay, so then we went and launched this program called University Academic Program, where we designed 80-85 hours of content, and What I did was I did a workshop with all these organizations and I said, hey, you tell me, I'm going to launch this program in the universities. You tell me what's the kind of competency that you need from the student when you come and hire them. So they said we need people with developer skills. We need people who can be part of the design thinking process, who can be part of the implementation process and be able to develop an application on Servicenow platform. 10-15% said they would need people with admin skills, somebody who can configure, somebody who can do troubleshooting, somebody who can do installation and all this. And then we created that course content which has about 40-45 hours which we would want to integrate in third year first semester, another 40-45 hours in third year second semester, in such a way that by the time the student comes into seventh semester, the student is trained and certified, and then these hiring organizations can come and hire them as an intern or as a full-time. Okay, so that's the background of this program, and we currently have, this is the 24th institution that we signed across the country, and then you all know that 50% of the jobs are in South, correct? I probably would have signed a couple of universities in South and then meet the requirement, but then I thought, why should a student from other states be deprived of this program? And it's a huge investment that we are putting in. By the way, these courses are very expensive. There are 3 course titles that you would be going through, which I'll explain when I do that session. The first one would be Servicenow Administration Fundamentals, second is Scripting, and the third is Application Developer Fundamentals. The prerequisite to get into this program is basic programming skills. That's all that I need. I don't mind whether you are from CSE background or EC background or mechanical background, it really doesn't matter. All that I need is basic programming skills, and my belief is that that's something that you would have already covered as part of your semester. Whether it is on C, C++ or JavaScript or Python or Perl or MongoDB, absolutely I have no problem. Any programming skill is absolutely fine. That's the beauty of this program, where we call this as low code, no code platform. You don't have to be an ace person to write 10 lines of code. Okay, a lot of students come to me saying that, sir, I would want to become a developer. I can write a code, but then I'm not too confident of writing a code. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because the platform is now generated in such a way, it is more on Gen AI platform, which is generative AI platform. That's the change that is happening in the country. By the time you guys graduate, every company is now investing on Gen AI. The reason primarily is that gone are those days that somebody need to write 10 lines of code, gone are those days that software need to work. It is all about AI today. Whether it is on prediction, whether it is on forecasting, whether it is on prescription, whether it is on ranking, whether it is on recommendation, anything that you have, it is on AI platform. Okay, hence Servicenow, this entire platform is on AI. So a lot of students come to me saying that, sir, I have interest in on AI platform. I'm interested on data science. I'm interested on blockchain. Absolutely not a problem, because this model or the product that we have works and cuts across all this. The other beauty of this product is that it cuts across all the industries, whether it is banking, financial services, or insurance, or manufacturing, or telecom, or e-commerce, or education, or healthcare, you name it, it cuts across all industries. Okay, and then a lot of students ask me, this is all good, I will do this program, and then what? Where are the jobs? Who are the organizations who would hire these people? What kind of jobs that are available? And that's something in detail I would do in the session that I'm planning to, where most of the students join as Servicenow developer with the partner organizations that we have. Okay, Servicenow also hires students. Until 2022, we used to hire students only from IIT, IIIT and NIT. This is the first IIIT that we have signed. Thank you so much, Dr. Gaurav and the entire team. This is the first IIIT that we have signed. I also would want to assure you another thing, that I do not intend to sign any other university or a college in the state of Bihar. What it means is that any organization which is coming to hire from the state of Bihar, they have no other choice but to hire from this institution. So we currently have these 23 universities that I have signed. I have signed only one university in every state, except for Tamil Nadu and AP, where I have signed one in Vijayawada and then one in Vizag, because the geography itself is so different. And in Tamil Nadu, I have signed 2 universities because there was a demand out there. Most of the students out there are from multiple places. For example, SRM University that I have signed, 40% of their students are not locals. They are all from other states. The remaining states that I have signed, one in Orissa, one in Uttaranchal, 2 in NCR region, one in Madhya Pradesh, that's in Gwalior. So it's only one university that I have signed in each of these states. So at Servicenow, we do hire students. We hire them, one as intern. There's a 6-month internship that the student would go through. Right now, I have 24 students who are doing the internship. They started on Jan 1, they complete in June. And these are the students who are expected to graduate in 2024. Once they complete the internship, they are, depending on their performance, they get converted into full-time employee. During the internship, we pay 55,000 as stipend. And once the internship is completed, there are 2 levels of jobs in the organization. One, we call it as tech support. Okay. Second, we call it as developer. The guy is primarily working on the development on the product. The tech support guys get about 34 lakh per annum. That's the start compensation that they get. The developer guys, they get 43 lakh per annum. That's the start compensation that Servicenow offers. Servicenow, globally, we are about 22,000 employees, out of which 4,500 employees are in Hyderabad. Hyderabad is the second largest development center of Servicenow outside of US. We do have offices in Bangalore, Delhi and Mumbai, but then there are small offices, about 100 and 150. But then the entire development activity happens from Servicenow Hyderabad office. Okay, so I'm not getting into the details of the courses, all that I would do when I do that session. I really would want to give you insight into what is the prerequisite, how many hours is the program, what is the content that you would go through. There are 2 certification exams that each of the students need to go through. One is Certified System Administrator, second is Certified Application Developer. What is the duration of the certification exam? What is the preparation that is required? What is the cutoff mark for you to clear that exam? Where can you take that exam? All those details I'll do when I do a detailed session. I promise that, I'll definitely work with Saurabh and get into that. But this is what I thought. I'll give you a background in terms of who we are, what we are, why are we doing this program. And the other thing that we have done is with all the partner organizations, whether it is KPMG, EY, TCS, Wipro, all these guys, we told them very clearly that these students who are trained and certified from Servicenow, because it's a huge investment that we are putting in. Okay, since you are getting a student who is trained and certified while they are in the campus itself, you got to pay them 30-35% higher compensation as compared to the generic student whom you would hire from the campus. Because it's a huge saving in terms of time and cost for them as well. They are getting, otherwise they hire students from the campus, put them into the training program. By the time the guy is ready for the project, it takes at least 6 to 9 months time. So that 9 months of time is what they are saving, because I'm giving them a trained and certified student. The other thing I said, the courses are pretty expensive. Each of these courses is about $500. Okay, there are 3 courses. 3 courses would cost about $1,500. There are 2 certification exams. Each certification exam costs about $300. That's about $2,100 per student. And I keep telling the global team, my US manager, saying that the kind of pricing that we have, even if it is Ambani-san, he would think twice to go and enroll, because $2,100 multiplied by 83 plus GST is huge for any student. But then that entire program for you guys You should all thank Dr. Gaurav and the entire team. This program that comes to you from IIIT Bhagalpur and Servicenow is absolutely at no cost. The only support and request that I have is, since we are investing in you, and my general feeling is in India, anything that you give for free has no value. Because there is no commitment from your end, right? So you enroll into the program, you can back out. There is nothing that you are investing in it. So hence, I would want, sir would decide on how many seats or how many students he would want to give on Servicenow platform. I don't expect that every student would go on Servicenow platform. Each one would have their own aspirations or technology that they would want to get into. But whoever is enrolling into the Servicenow platform training, my only request is, please take it very seriously, have your focus and commitment and try to complete the training. That's the only thing that I would expect. I know that at least 10-15% of the students would have multiple aspirations. There could be some dropouts. I'm okay with that. 10%, 15%, I'm okay with that. But at least the remaining, I would want the students to be serious about it, complete the training, get certified, and then you become job ready. Okay, so I'll stop here. I'll still promise you that I will do a detailed session for you. But at this stage today, if you have any questions, I'll take those questions. Questions? If a girl student is asking a question, then I have a prize. I know that I am not covered in detail, but in general, from whatever that I share, if you have any questions, I would want to answer. Yes, please.
What is the conversion rate of now?
Conversion on what?
Like number of openings.
The number of openings. Oh, I have one slide that I would show when I do that session. You guys might laugh, but you know what I do? Every Monday I log on to Naukri.com. Okay. Enter ServiceNow application developer, ServiceNow system administrator. I find at least 2,000 to 2,500 jobs on Naukri.com. I feel so happy about it because if a job is posted on Naukri.com, it is from ServiceNow customer or a partner, isn't it? Otherwise, why will they go and post it? And then I look at who are these guys who have posted. And then I have a team which reaches out to them saying that, hey, if you're looking at student who is trained and certified, you don't have to worry about it. You tell me in which location you would want. I will give you a student who is trained and certified in that particular location, and you can hire them. Obviously, you need to hire them at a premium cost because these guys are trained and certified. So right now, I'm not saying that it is raining jobs, but I'm actually, getting so inquisitive that I should show you the slide deck. So I have a slide deck which talks about number of openings that we have seen in the last 12 months time by city. Okay, so last year we have had close to about 42,000 openings in the country. Now, when I say 42,000 openings, I should also admit that it is 8 to 10% of this total openings which are for freshers. The remaining are for people with experience. Okay, so I would say very realistically 5 to 6,000 is what normally that we are seeing in the country in the last 2 years. The other thing that I also should mention is that once the student is trained and certified, they go and put up on their LinkedIn. There are a lot of our partners from UK and Europe who reach out to this data because once you clear your certification exam, your credentials will be put up on the global partner portal of ServiceNow, which means any organization across the globe would have access to your profile. So anyone who has a requirement would reach out to you directly because your credentials are there on the portal. And the requirement can come in from any country. I have few girl students from interior Tamil Nadu, and there is one girl student from Assam who got a job from one of our partners who is based out of Holland. Okay, so she is working from home and working on ServiceNow platform for this partner who is based out of Holland. Because that is how the model is, that is how the world is currently going on. Again, I'm not saying that it is raining jobs on Servicenow platform, but then there is definitely demand. I do not know how many more years this honeymoon would continue, but right now there is demand. Right now there is demand. So it's primarily like this, right? It is demand supply gap. There is demand, the supply is very less. Where will the supply come from? The supply has to come in from the campuses, isn't it? I have only 23 universities across the country and then about 120 students enroll into this program. So even if it is at 70% completion, you do a math in terms of number of people that are coming from the campuses across the country for the demand that is there. Okay, the supply is less, the demand is more. Once the supply gets into the market, it's not that demand would exponentially grow in the market, right? But right now there is demand. Right now there is demand. Hyderabad office itself, in the next 12 months time, we would be adding close to about 1,000 people. And not all 1,000 would be for freshers. You know, at least again 8 to 10% would be for freshers. Does that answer your question? What's your name?
Jaya.
Jaya. You have a question.
In the second, that will be teaching us, will it be domain specific, like, will it be specified like for AI people, like many people are in development and stuff, so how it will be?
For the benefit of others, can you repeat that question again?
Sir, when like in the second certification course that you were talking about the development, will it be domain specific? Like many people are in like AIML and some are in web development, etc. So will it be?
Yes, yes. So that's a good question, and that's something which I was mentioning as part of my earlier conversation. That a lot of students would want to start their career on AI platform because that is the future. Okay, answering her question, you need to understand this. AI is a platform. Okay, it is basically each organization has their own form of AI. It's only a platform. It is not a domain-specific technology. Correct? When you work on Servicenow platform, you are getting into a domain-specific technology called Servicenow platform. But the advantage for you would be working on AI-related projects on Servicenow platform. So you are still associated, you are still working on AI platform because AI is being used to develop our products. Servicenow every year has 2 releases. Okay, for some reason they have named the releases after a city name. Okay, so right now the release is called, we had Vancouver release last, so every Jan and June Servicenow has a new release. We released Vancouver in Jan. In June we would be releasing a release called Washington. Okay, so each of this release, there is a development, there is a improvement, enhancement that is happening on the platform. Most of the work that is happening on the development part of it is on AI. I'm not too sure if I'm able to answer your question, but I know the question that you are asking me. You are asking me that I'm interested on AI platform. Would my job be on AI? Nobody would say that you are an AI specialist. Okay, you would be working on a platform that implements or develops a product on AI platform. So from that standpoint, it is yes. Okay, one more question.
Sir, as we know, this in this field of technology, every technology just changes rapidly with.
Change is the only constant in this IT industry.
Yes, sir. So, sir, if we do let's suppose we do certification now. So, sir, will it be relevant in the future for like after 2 or 3 years? Because I know Servicenow itself will incorporate some changes like due to the changing technologies and everything. So, sir, will it still be relevant, or we have to do this again after 2 or 3 years?
Till the time you retire working in IT industry, you have to learn. Because every month, every quarter, it keeps changing. Change is constant. There is nothing called you can say that, hey, I've learned something today and this will give me a job for the next 10 years. Okay, so that is the precise reason we call or we say this learn, unlearn and relearn. Whatever version that you are learning right now, the version changes by the time you graduate. But the base is still the same. It is the enhancement that would happen. So as long as you upskill your knowledge on the changes that has happened on that platform, that becomes you job relevant and industry relevant. Change is continuous to, I mean, there's so much of changes that have happened. I don't know how many of you are aware there are these job titles you wouldn't even have heard in your life. There is a job title called Incident Manager. There is a job title called Change Specialist. There is a job title called Citizen Developer. There is a job title called Workflow Specialist. These are the most sought after, in-demand jobs in the market. Deloitte in Hyderabad needs about 100 people as digital workflow specialists. Okay, you guys probably do not even know what skills are required to apply for that job called digital workflow specialist. So that's the change. By the time when you started your career out here in your first year, these things probably weren't there. So that's a change that happens. Okay, and you continuously need to invest in that change. Okay. Thanks so much. I again promise you that I will come back and get you a virtual call, a Zoom call, and give you complete details along with the slide deck, and I'll also share some links for you to go and work on it. But if anyone is really keen, just log on to servicenow.com, okay, or just Google as Now Learning, N-O-W Learning, Now Learning. You can go and create your profile on Now Learning platform. Please give your institution email ID. They do have their email ID, right? Do not give Gmail ID. If you give Gmail ID, I will not be able to track. Give your institution email ID. The first module that you would get access to on Now Learning platform is called Welcome to Servicenow. It is the 3R on-demand content. Welcome to Servicenow is the name of the title, and it is a 3R on-demand content. Complete that. There is absolutely no cost attached to it. Once you complete that, there is a 30-minute micro certification exam. Complete that as well, you get a badge. Don't go and enroll for the next course, it will ask you $500. Okay, the first course, Welcome to ServiceNow, is a 3R on-demand content. I would highly encourage you guys to go through that. That gives you the basic understanding and familiarization on what is this platform, why is it called change management, what is incident management, why is it called as digital workflow, what is this platform that these guys are talking about, how much of AI development that is happening, all those basics is what you learn. Okay. And the first 3 students who will send their micro certification badge to Shaurosa will get a gift from Servicenow. Okay, so we close, sir. Thank you so much again. It's really a pleasure. I'm sorry that I'm not able to really spend a lot of time, but anyway, so that's how it is. But I'll try to come back in the month of July when you guys. I would want to do a hackathon for the students who enroll into this program once they complete the first module, because that will develop confidence in you to go and develop an application on the platform. Okay, thank you so much. Really a pleasure, and look forward to talk to you again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We have started our morning with an insightful discussion about Servicenow and all the other opportunities given by them. So actually, we have heard. So when I, as a training and placement officer, I heard so many companies' name, and you are coming to us that these companies are visiting and what we can do. The companies are coming to our campus and not. So we are trying our level best to associate with the companies. So, and I just want to say thanks ServiceNow to giving us the opportunity to collaborating with us, because for being placed only the preparation for the campus placement and aptitude and technical skills is not required nowadays. It will require the specific skill set, whatever providing by the other companies. So I am just thankful to my all HOD sirs, Dean sirs, as well as our Dr. Gaurav sir for doing this insightful event, as well as Bhaskar sir. He is coming from Hyderabad, long hectic day yesterday. He has done this for us, and he has taken so much pain. And today 7 o'clock he wake up, and I am waiting for 7:15, and he is ready in the lobby. So thank you, sir, for coming to this institute, and we are looking forward for the long-term collaboration and the certification courses. And one promise I require from the students that all of the students, those who will enroll this program, you need to complete the certification. That is the actually USP in India, that only IIIT students can complete the certification 100% to ServiceNow. That will create the value, and that will give the upcoming opportunities every year. So thank you, students. Thank you, Bhaskar sir. Thank you all HOD sir and Dean sir for making this event insightful.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to invite respected dignitaries and deans and HODs to have a group photograph along with the students.